Okay, thank you for tuning in, everybody. So we are the 4th of June. It's currently 3:30 p.m. All right. Okay, so starting on the dollar index. Okay, starting on the dollar index. So on the 4-hour time frame, as we spoke about, we have closed below this low right here, signaling that the structure is bearish in the 4-hour time frame. Yeah. So what we're looking at now, what I'm looking at now, is this area to be filled. This is the imbalance on the 4-hour and is visible on the 8-hour as well. Okay, and if we go to the daily time frame, what we've done as well is we've closed below that low on the daily. So that's fairly significant in my eyes. Price could want to come down lower to reach that deeper discount to achieve that. If this fails, then we're looking at that weekly imbalance down here, in my opinion. Right there, look, weekly imbalance below that low as well. So all of this is just internal structure. If we look on euro dollar, we've actually took out the previous weekly high already. Okay, like so. PWH, previous weekly high has been taken out, so that could be seen as a liquidity grab if price wanted to reverse right now, because we are still within premium prices of this leg. So from that high down into the low, we still are within premium of that. Going down into the daily time frame, this is where things get a little bit interesting, because what we've done, so I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. What we've done is we've closed above that high right there. Closed above that high right there. So what I'm looking at now, so the 4-hour time frame, we do have areas in which we could want to be magnetized into. With the 4-hour, we've got this imbalance right here. Which price has just come shy of. And then on the daily time frame, you can see that right there, which is basically them two bodies. Okay, basically them two bodies right there. Just going to check something. Okay, so back to the 4-hour then. Now on the 4-hour time frame, we are bullish. Okay, that we do know. So what I can now do is update these areas. That's the recent structure point on the 4-hour. That would be the higher high. But because we've took out the previous weekly high, that could be looked at as liquidity. So if we are going to turn around, then I'd want to see that low to be taken. But until then, we're still bullish. So therefore, this is the new range, if you like. So from the low to the high. Okay, just going to put that on there as a structure point. From the low to the high. So if we are going to continue bullish, we're going to react from something down here most likely. We are currently sitting within a 4-hour imbalance, which it could use to potentially go to the upside. So daily, you can see a nice closure above there as well. So yeah, I'm in two minds about this at the moment. 4 hours bullish, but as I've said, we're still within premium of this If this structure is to be disrespected, then I'd want to see ultimately a closure above that high, because this is the most recent structure point of this daily swing leg to the downside. Okay, so that's pretty much EU. What we can look at now is GJ. We've entered a buy on GJ, so I'll explain that. But first and foremost, let's look at this. So from a weekly standpoint, what we've now done is revisit this weekly imbalance from a bullish perspective, which is very nice. Obviously, I know, we are within this bearish area, for lack of a better word. Weekly imbalance, monthly imbalance. But we've just revisited that weekly imbalance. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to now fall off a cliff from here. It could continue to rise before it does anything. Because we do have areas above. Now I want to highlight this monthly supply level. So this bullish candle before that bearish move. Let me just put the template on there, monthly supply. So the bullish candle before the bearish move, we could actually head up towards there before we do anything. And look at last month's candle closure. It was very, very bullish. Look at that. Big wick to the downside, closed up here within this weekly imbalance. What have we now done? We've now retested this area of imbalance within the market, and our actual buy position is positioned very nicely. Now we're actually coming out of this daily imbalance as well. Okay, so we've just refined it. We've got the weekly scoped in. We've got the daily scoping in one more time. Okay, nothing on the 4 hour. And then on the 1 hour. Okay, nothing really there either, but the 1 hour imbalance that we've took it from is here. Okay. And if I just show you the entry on that. So first and foremost, let me just look at it from this perspective. So that's a daily area right there. So if we're to look at it from that standpoint, we want to see a 30-minute break. However, the system has provided an entry point. That right there is the blue area, is the bullish imbalance that I was talking about. This area right here, we've got a big push up. This was created on the 20th of May 2024, so last month, actually a couple of weeks ago in fact. Price has come down into there, and if we just transfer over to the 5-minute time frame, actually let me just do it over here. 5-minute time frame, this is the entry time frame that I do use. What we've done is, if we just drag this through, so looking for the bullish side of things now, this was the point in which I wanted to see price close above before 4 p.m. So we've done that. So that candle right there was the entry. Okay, let's take that over there a minute. As you can see there, stop 10 pips below the low, and I'm going for a 1 to 3 on this, which actually means that we'll have to take out that high by a smidge, which is still doable. Given the fact that what we've just reacted from on this chart, what I just spoke about, this daily imbalance inside the weekly imbalance, so it is doable for us to continue higher. This could just be a pullback, or if it continues down lower and takes us out, we'll move on to the next setup. It really is as simple as that. Okay, so currently we are within a bearish 1 hour imbalance as well. So relative to this system, 1 hour time frame, you can see here, just looking at this blue area right now, this bearish one. Okay, let me just move that to the left. 1 hour imbalance, therefore I'd want to see a bearish 5-minute break if I am to go short. So we've got 18 minutes until 4 p.m. If we don't see a entry before then I'm not going to get involved. But in this particular case, for me to get an entry in the market short, I'd want to see that low taken currently. If we decided to make another high, and then potentially there might have been two bodies here, then we get a closure below there, then that would be the entry. But as for now, that low right there is what I would need to see for me to get involved short. Okay, but for now we're involved in the longs, the long setup. So I took it. Okay, so that's GJ. Let's look at silver. Just update on silver. Okay, so silver's coming down lower within this weekly imbalance. Okay, remember we've got this one down here as well, which could be a magnet for price at around 28 per ounce of silver, so $28. Okay, so on the 4-hour time frame, could even class that as bearish structure because we have had a closure below that low there with that candle. But I'm still bullish on this metal for sure. So all in all, ideally want to be looking for buys rather than sells at this point in time. It does make sense that we are pulling back because if we remember on the last live call yesterday, I said about this area of quote resistance. It's basically just those two monthly bodies bringing them through. You can see the monthly candle reacted very nicely, closed below, indicating that we are going to pull back. Okay, and it is doing that currently. So what do we have to run into? We've got these weekly imbalances, number 1 and number 2. So it just depends on what price decides to react from. You can see these imbalances do work really well on this asset. Weekly imbalance right there. Created, retest, away we go. We've now got 2, as I've just said. So which one gets tested and used, I don't know. It's just a case of keeping an eye on the market. What we are now in is this as well, which is interesting. So we've now, actually we're very close to reaching this daily imbalance right there, which is within the weekly, which is very nice. All right, and once we come down into there, let's just look at the 4-hour. Just want to make sure. Okay, on the 4-hour there is one, but it's not a fresh imbalance. So in that particular case, I'll be waiting for a 30-minute breakup structure if we come into here. Again, all in alignment with how we've been looking at silver in terms of the body breaks. Working really well there. Again, coming out of a daily area, a body breakup structure, that's the entry. Similar one there, body breakup structure, that's the entry. Oh, sorry. And similar one there as well. Really clean. Price comes in, that's the area to break. Price breaks it, that's the entry. So that's what I'm looking at on this. Same thing with this one. This was a 15-minute setup because it was a 4-hour imbalance, but similar thing. We had a break of structure, that's the entry. This provided a great risk to reward. However, if we were targeting the highs, we might have either broke even or potential trail the stop below these higher lows. Similar thing here, we had a 30-minute break as we revisited the this was a 1-hour break as we revisited the weekly, but now we've got that daily on the cards. I'm going to be looking for a 30-minute break once more to take it to the upside, to target these highs because we've got liquidity right there as well. Relative equal highs, all there. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at on silver. Okay, I'm just going to check YouTube. Okay, we've got a couple of viewers, that's great. Just going to check Discord as well. Okay. So Peter's put can't see or hear anything. Just let us know, please, if you can hear me or see me or in the Discord. That would be great. You should be able to hear me. I've got that turned on, yeah. You should be able to hear me. This is all on. Okay, seems to be good on that live stream, no worries. So we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you all for tuning in and for watching live, for those of you that did. As always, if you've got any questions, just pop them in the Discord group and we will answer them as soon as we can, because again, that is our goal, is to help you become a consistently profitable trader. So, you know, that's what these groups are for, the Discord and all the rest of it. So definitely leverage it to your advantage, because, you know, this is our job at the end of the day, to help you grow as a trader. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will catch you on tomorrow's live sessions. So thank you everyone, take care and trade safe. Cheers guys.